everyone, welcome back to Eating with the Alexanders. I'm Kel.
CJ.
And today we have our seafood boil. We have potatoes, we have cucumbers, corn, shrimp, we have Dungeness crab, king crab, and we have our
Blove sauce. Finally got it.
No, we tried it before.
But we finally got our hands on it.
Yeah, it took
got
a
the
while.
spicy, yeah, we
it
got
took
the
a while.
spicy one.
We tried it before because look, I'm honest and I love Blove. And I'm gonna be real. If I didn't like it, I wasn't even gonna come in here on here and stunt and act like I did. I wanted to know before I came on here that I absolutely loved it. And if I didn't, I wasn't gonna play her like that and say I didn't because I love Blove. Yep. So anyway, but it's bomb. And then oh man, we froze it and that seasoning is set in there. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm hungry. All right.
Oh, also, we got a sweet tea from Cane's.
The sweet tea from Cane's.
Y'all watch other videos. Y'all know we love Cane's.
We love Cane's.
Also,
maybe we need a scoop. You good?
Yeah.
Do we need a scoop of Cane's?
And the Cane's sauce.
Oh, and we got Cane's sauce.
Cane's sauce.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put mine right here, and we're gonna get started. Let's bless it. God, thank you for this food that we're about to receive. We ask you to bless it in the name of Jesus. We pray. Amen.
Amen.
I'm not even gonna stunt. Like I sometimes don't do grace, and I forget. It's been a while, so I'm trying to get back into that habit, and we're trying to get more into like praying and giving thanks and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
What do you want to talk? I'm sorry.
You know what we're gonna talk about?
Okay. So yeah, y'all probably will never see my hair like this again, and if so, it'll probably be a long time. It was flat ironed because I needed a really good trim. So my stylist blew it out. And I rarely flat iron my hair. I prefer it curly. But yeah, I would always have my head scarves on because I'm trying to bounce back from postpartum shedding. So like all my edges are kind of thin. So anyway, I think what we're going to talk about today was how Xavier, our 3-year-old, got kicked out of Mother's Day Out. And for those of you who don't know, Mother's Day Out is like a little preschool program, and he started week before last. And literally, so the dates were Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and by day 4 he was kicked out, like day 4 the next week. Yeah. Who do you want to start? I want to try this. Yo, I've never tried the lemon rain.
My days with his hair before. It's good.
I think rolling. Yeah, I'm country. I'm so country, but look, I don't care.
Yeah, I know
it's good. It is. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
You tried it with the lemon?
And my hip Brielle, she right there in her jumper. She's watching something on TV. That sauce though, man.
I'm not even exaggerating. Yo, I kid you not, if I didn't like the sauce, we wouldn't even brought it on here. Cause like I said, I love Blove, and I'm all about sticking together, not tearing somebody down. So I just wouldn't even put it on here. We've been watching her for like 2 years.
Yeah.
About.
She put me on Blove. She still to the day.
I still watch her every day around 8 a.m., 8 something a.m. She comes late night. I know when she posts around 8 something in the morning.
I'm hungry. Blove at me.
Y'all, Blove got me through my pregnancy. I'm not doing this for clout. Like she's honestly the reason. That's our inspiration behind doing mukbangs. What? Yeah, it's good, huh? I know. Y'all be excited because I'm hungry.
Let me give it extra little pop.
That's sad. I know. Oh my god. I don't even know what I want to eat. She's watching Baby Einstein, so we're looking at Brielle. Okay. So, Xavier started a Mother's Day Out program, which is a good program if you are like, okay, so you have one parent who stay at home and they just need a break, or you just want your child to be able to socialize and be around other kids. He's extremely smart. He knows a lot for his age. He does have a slight speech delay, but not bad at all. He's already in speech therapy and stuff. But in order to progress more, the speech therapist suggested like a preschool program or something like that. Which of course he would be going to preschool or something similar anyway next year because he'll be 4. I mean next semester in August because he'll be 4 in April. So anyway, I'll let you start off. Talk about our experience when we went in to visit.
It was all love. Like we went both when I came back from work. We was like,
Not this time, the last time.
But we like to fill it out. Talk to the people ahead, in charge of everything, just to kind of get a feel. And it was good. I was like, okay, leaving there. They took him. The director held him. And all that. I'm like, okay. He went to it. I'm like, he gonna really enjoy it.
They got us good.
I'm like, okay. His teacher actually came out. And she was like, I'm gonna be this teacher, and she clowned with him and played with him a little bit. I'm like, okay, good choice. Let's go with it.
They just seemed really loving, really sweet, and we were like, okay.
Say they got like 20 years experience teaching, and I'm like, okay, the core values is there.
Don't not well.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm saying. It was like green light. It was like cool. Let's go with it. Because how they sold it, they were like, okay, let's go. Then what had happened was, we stopped clowning. Because it wasn't a clown, it mattered. But we're trying to make light of it. But it was, which one you had?
I mean, I don't care which one you take.
No, which one you had just now?
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, no, so.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just like, okay, cool. Because I was about to go back to work. I was like, let's go with it. Let's go with them. And try them out. It's good for him to be around other kids, and it'll just help him overall than being home with mom. Even though, she do things with him, and just, being around other kids will definitely help. And the speech therapist told us, that would definitely help him with speech as well. So we was like, okay, let's put him in a part-time program.
We were ready.
Yeah.
So like we said, he was gonna go Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 3 days a week from 8 to 8 p.m., which was perfect. I thought that was perfect. Considering that he's been home with me. Then I have to. What scissors, please?
Oh, yeah.
So he starts. You walk in. Everybody's bright and friendly and good morning. And oh my God, you have an Avengers backpack. I love Avengers. And he's all excited. Barry told me bye. He was like waving, and that was really it. He was just ready to go. And I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I'll check him in. Hand over the check. And I roll out of there with Brielle, like, ooh, we got some free time. Okay, baby, what are we doing next? Didn't even know what to do with myself.
Right.
But Brielle wasn't really feeling that good, so we ended up going home. I don't remember if I got a call that day. But he didn't take a nap that day, which is to be expected. Oh, that seasoning hit my throat. We got the spicy sauce, yo. Spicy Blove sauce. So yeah, it was his first time. And so he didn't take a nap. And they seemed okay with that. They're like, Mom, it's okay. He did cry today, but we're gonna love him through it. It's fine. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they say they usually give them kid like.
Nope. They didn't tell me that at first.
That?
Nope, not at first. So we're gonna save that for it.
Okay.
We're gonna love him through it. It's gonna be fine. Okay. So, that's the fact. Okay. Man, I should have. Let me get something to put. Listen.
But yeah, guys.
Huh?
It was like I felt comfortable, him going over there and us leaving him over there. So I was all like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. It'll help her out with the baby and her, have a little free time. Plus he wanted to go. He would cry when his brother get put on the bus or go to school, he'll cry. He wanted to go to school,
Right.
So
he always wanted to go. He was crying to go to school, so we're like, okay, he's ready. So, I'm gonna get this stuff right here out of the way. So, we figured he was ready to start. We were like, okay, cool. So, he starts, and CJ's at work, and I was telling him, man, it went well. He didn't even cry. What? Huh? Cool. Oh, I put the eggs back in the pot. Let me go get the eggs. Oh, man.
I knew it was Mrs. Thomas. Hold up. I was about to grab her head. But yeah. I was super excited, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I was super excited for him. He was happy. Got his book sack, like I said, Avengers. Got him a mat. Got him a nice little lunchbox. He can pack all his snacks. What it's called?
A bento box.
Bento box.
A bento box.
Bento box. You know, with different compartments, and he was excited to bring his lunch. She told me he was ready to go. He was ready. He was just kind of like, bye, mama, look. Bye, I'll see you later type of deal. So, so, you know, when it kind of went sideways really quick, I was taken aback. I was really shocked, like, because, you know, previously what they told her, you know how they love the kids and, oh, mom, this fine, how she was saying. Everybody like, oh, this normal. Things like that. So, you know, I'm definitely shocked when she called me at work.
Okay.
Saying, babe, they calling me frequently now, like not just one time, like consistently. Oh, he's crying.
Yeah. So what happened was, okay, day one, they said he didn't take a nap. I was like, okay, you know, that's to be expected. Okay, fine. They said he cried a lot, but they said we'll love him through it. Okay. Day two, he took a nap for half of the day. So that sounded like progress to me. So I'm like, okay, good, that's awesome. But he did cry some, but then he calmed down. Let me get this out of my face. He did calm down. They said it was a great day. Day three, you need me to put some of your trash on? I know.
I never love sauce.
Day three, they called me. Oh, mom, he keeps crying, and I think they called me about him crying on day two. Almost like they wanted me to go get him or to go see about him. I was like, okay, do you need me to come talk to him? And then later on, they were like, oh, he's fine, mom, it's okay. And I'm just like, this is one thing if you're kind of touching bases with me.
Right.
But it just kind of seemed like, it was like, okay, so do you want me to go get him? Or like, what, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Day three, which was the Thursday of the same week, they called me. And they're like, mom, he keeps crying. We can't calm him down. And they were doing like they needed me to go and get him. So I went over there. But he didn't see me because I didn't go to his class. I'm talking to the director. And as I get there, I had to wait until I brought Brielle to her 6-month checkup. So as I'm there, walking in, she's like, oh, he's sleeping now. He's fine. Mind you, this is 20 minutes away from where we live. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, are we good now? Is everything fine? They're like, oh yeah. Because at this point, you made me come all the way over here, and I'm just like, maybe I need to be on standby. Like, or, no, that wasn't the day of the appointment. I'm sorry. That wasn't the day of her appointment. So she was sick. We were going home, and she was still sick that same week. They called me. I went over there. So I drove 20 minutes from home to go over there. And they said that he was fine. So I was like, okay, do you want me to kind of wait around, or like, are we good? She was like, well, I'll call you. And I'm just like, you'll call me. I'm not coming back. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not coming back. So I hung out in that little town, which is like, it's not that. I mean, it's 20 minutes away, but I hung out in that area like pretty much the rest of the time. So let's say from like, probably from like around 10 something, maybe around 10 something to like, well, till it was time for pickup. I went to Walmart, I went to Home Depot, I went back over there at like 12 something. I'm like, okay, is he okay? She was like, oh yeah, he's napping now. We'll just see mom, we'll just play by ear. So like with my sick baby, and it's freezing cold outside, like, but I was trying to find something to do. I sat in the car with her, I nursed her, I changed her, literally hung out in that area. I probably hung out in that parking lot for at least an hour and a half, like that day. So the Thursday of the same week that he started, I just pretty much hung out around that area because it seemed like they didn't know what to do because he was crying.
Yeah.
He was crying. So when I went there, the lady who was a sub, because his teacher left sick, so then they got a sub. So now it's like he's starting a new place, and now he has a teacher that he's getting used to, and now it's like, oh, now there's a sub. Okay, whatever, things happen, kids adapt. But she was like, I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, he's a kid, and she was like, that's normal. She was like, I don't see what's the problem. That's normal. And I used to work at the other campus because this was a Mother's Day out that was like, it's part of a church. And we visit the church that's like really like right near us. And we really wanted to get him into that campus because we could literally walk there. But that one was full. Go figure. And this one had spaces. That should have been a red flag that they had spots available in the middle of the semester. But whatever, you know. We thought they were just being flexible. So yeah. What was I saying? Okay.
How you want to get him right there, but
I wanted to get him right there, but it was full.
Yeah.
So anyway, waited that whole time. Brielle wasn't feeling good. And at the end of the day, Mom, he did terrific. Everything went well. He took a nap and da 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 da. I'm gonna stop talking in that lady's voice. They said everything went.
But I don't like there's certain places like that, whether it's daycare, Mother's Day out. I know there's like they don't be honest with the parent. Like I don't know if they just don't want the parent. They'll the parents will pull their child or what. It's kind of like I seen it firsthand with our first child. His voice was gone. Because he was crying all day, and it was like, well, what? You could literally hear his voice, so you know he was crying. They're like, oh, he had a good day. Okay, now. Like I tried to let a normal voice come back, and he could barely talk. You know he was crying. Then you actually saw someone, huh? And when they saw you walking out, it was like, man, he's okay, because he's been crying all day. They told her, but it wasn't his teacher. It was somebody, I guess, who works at the school. And I'm like, just be honest. Like,
our oldest was 2 at the time, barely 2 years old.
Right.
He just made 2. Xavier's 3 going on 4. If he's crying, yes, I want to know, but don't keep calling me about him crying. Like, soothe him, handle it. Like, is that asking for too much? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I figured he would cry, and I figured that would be an adjustment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I feel like you said, not every hour be like,
not keep calling me because
he's crying. They call back. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's crying.
Yeah, that's raising my anxiety, and I'm like, okay, is my child safe here? Is he okay here? Is he fine? Because they kept calling me. Of course, I'm worried about him, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's not like he wouldn't calm down. It's not like he wouldn't stop.
Right.
They were upset because he didn't stop within 30 minutes. But it's his first time really being in a program, in like a pre-K type program. We did try daycare when he was 2. And it didn't go well because at that time, CJ had just started working away, like he's doing now, like 14 days on, 7 days home, like out of state. And that took a toll on him, so we just kind of regrouped. We pulled him out of the place where he was going, which was a home sitter, and she's very sweet, but it was like that with our oldest too. Like when he went to daycare, he didn't do well at 2. They were home with me, so we tried him again at 3, and 3 was the perfect age for him. So since Xavier is almost 4, we tried him again. At 3. So anyway, picked him up that day. They said everything was all good. He did well, making progress. He even took the whole nap. So.
What day that was? It was day.
That was day 3.
Yeah.
So that was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the first week. Right. Tuesday of last week was day 4. They kept calling me. I dropped them off at 8 o'clock. They called me at about 9:30. He won't stop crying. He was only home for part of the morning, and he won't stop crying. I'm like, okay, well, my baby has a 6-month appointment, and which is not that far from there, so I'm gonna bring her there. And then if I need to, I'll come and check on her. So they were like, okay. And I don't know, she texted something, I don't remember what it was. Went to Brielle's appointment, worried about him the whole time. I was like, oh gosh, like, is this even working out? I was wondering, is this even working out? Because they keep calling me, like, I do want to know that he's okay. But if you're going to call me every second to be like, he's crying.
And they don't know what to do, kind of like, what?
When it seems like they don't know what to do, I'm just kind of like, does he even need to be there? Like, okay. So me as a mom, I was worried because like they kept calling. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I was like, I'll give it at least 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or I figured close to a month to see like how he adjusted. Right. So, okay. Pickup is between 2:30. Do I have something in my teeth?
No, say no.
Pickup is between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. So they called me at, let me check the time. They called me at 2:15. They said he took a nap, but since nap, he's been crying, and we were wondering what time you're coming to get him.
Yeah, I was like, what you doing? I'm like, well, use my language, like, you know what?
No cuss on me.
Yeah, like.
I wanted to cuss. I was pissed. I was so. What do you mean? What time I'm coming to get him, ma'am?
Like literally, what, an hour and a half before you have to get him? Like,
No, it was 2:15.
Oh, yeah,
and the pickup starts at 2:30.
2:30.
It's between 2:30 and 3 o'clock.
And what time you come and get him?
They called me at 2:15.
Like,
what time are you coming to get him? Like I didn't just pay him last week. Ma'am, you're not watching him for free? What do you mean? I really felt some type of way because I know I don't have a bad child. Like,
that might hit real.
You're gonna hear her a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. She's like excited watching Baby Einstein, and she's in her little jumper.
So that was like,
what time are you coming get him? So I get there, since it was a rush for me to come and get him, and I'm like, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a talk. I wasn't gonna go over there acting crazy because I'm not even about to be a stereotype. Y'all not even about to put me in that category of a stereotype. I was gonna be calm, but very straightforward and to the point. Ma'am, what do we need to do?
Right?
What's going on?
Really?
I get there, she's barely making eye contact with me. She's in charge of the car rider line, and she's on the walkie-talkie, and she calls the teachers and tells them to bring the kids out. And she goes all the way around to the other cars, and then she's barely wanting to look at me, and then she comes to me, and I'm like, hey. And she's like, hey, Miss Alexander. And I'm like,
what's going on?
Is this not working out? Like, is he not a good fit for the program? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, so let's talk. She was like, can I call you?
She was so stressed.
Can I call you? Because I have to decorate for donuts for dads. Can I call you? And I'm like, yeah. But it was so urgent for me to come and pick him up, and now you're dismissing me. I was livid at this point. Like, honestly, I wanted to go in and get all of his stuff and be like, this is, how's my nose ring?
Good.
I wanted to be like, this is not working out. If you're going to tell me you don't know that it's working out on day 4 and he's 3,
wow.
I could see these hitting children. I could see these not getting along with the kids. I could see these biting, throwing things, fighting. He is big for his age. So I could see if he was doing any one of those things. He was crying, y'all, crying. I was like, okay, all right. So she told me she would call me later that day. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I was livid. I wanted to go in and get his things, but I wanted to hear what she had to say, and I wanted to express how I felt about that call at 2:15 saying, what time are you coming to get him? As if, like I said, as if we didn't just pay them the last week.
Right.
A hefty amount.
Right.
That pissed me off. I'm sorry. Anyway. So, she calls me. Latest time for pickup is at 3 o'clock.
20 bucks.
It doesn't matter. No, just leave it on one tray.
Want to leave it on?
Yeah, you get some more. Y'all, this is good. Oh my gosh. But I'll keep talking. I'm gonna get pulled back. So the latest time to pick up is 3 o'clock. Bria, are you okay? Let's meet her. We're gonna get her over here, y'all. She's not happy because she can't see us. Let's see how much time we have. Alright, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to go and take care of Bria because she saw this food and she was hungry too. So, baby's gotta eat. So anyway, where was I? Did I tell the part about how she called?
Yeah, he was on the last day, day 4. And you saw her. She said she was gonna call you, and then she called. Yeah, she called.
That director is the one that kept calling me. Because I guess if the teacher can't handle the student, the director calls. So she called me like 3 hours later. And she was like, sorry it took so long, this and this and this. So I was like, okay. Basically kind of cutting to the chase. I'm like, is it not working out? She was like, well, normally we, it doesn't take that long to get them settled in, and normally it's taking him more than 30 minutes to calm down, and at this age he should be able to calm himself down in 30 minutes, and he was just screaming and crying, and sometimes it disrupts and scares the other kids. I will not deny that that can be very disruptive and hard on a teacher.
Put that inside.
Yeah, that look nasty.
That's crazy. They got some fur.
Crab with the fur, with the fur.
Bro, yeah, look,
Why are you showing that? I don't think anybody want to see that. That looks so nasty.
That's crazy.
Anyway, she was saying that it didn't seem normal for him to not be able to soothe himself or calm himself down within 30 minutes. I'm sorry, that is taking longer than 30 minutes. And that he should be able to calm himself down within 30 minutes because he's almost 4. Well, she was like, he has been evaluated, like I said, for speech, nothing else. Not processing, nothing else. This child has no other issues other than speech. He's actually advanced for his age. Slight speech delay, which is a whole nother story. He had a reaction to something, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. That's another story, maybe another time. That's a very touchy subject, so we may not even touch on it, honestly. But he had a reaction to something that people tend to think is one size fits all, and that's all I'll say. But yeah. I'm sorry, I had to hit this right quick.
Everything, huh?
Everything I imagined it would be. Watching it on TV. I want to taste her sauce though. Like, I mean, this is her sauce, but like, Blove always puts her own special twist on sauces when she has her guests and stuff. Okay, y'all. Anyway, so she was saying that she felt that he should be evaluated again. That it's not normal that he couldn't calm himself within 30 minutes. Now, remember, the other teacher, the substitute from the other campus, which is close to me, said that everything was totally normal, that he's a sweet kid and she had no problems with him whatsoever.
Just need a little.
He responds to love. All she had to do was give him a hug and he was fine. Okay.
Give him a little extra, love, and she said love, more attention. And that was fine, yeah.
I would expect him to be babied the whole time.
Right.
But I mean, dang, he's 3. He's 3. The first day he was good till nap time. They turned up the lights and he was probably like, hold on. Is it nighttime? Am I staying here?
Like,
you know?
He would usually take naps. Like,
He doesn't really take naps, but
it was just to get adjusted to, the scheduling and the structure of school. That's all it was. It was just taking him to get used to it.
so basically telling me he's disrupted, like kind of disrupting, because he's crying and scaring the other kids, and sometimes he's screaming while he's crying. And she says, I took a video to show my supervisor. It's just to see how to handle the situation. My child is a situation. Took a video to see how to handle the situation, how to soothe him. But don't worry, I only showed her. She knew she messed up when she said I took a video. Because I signed a waiver for them to use the video. Any videos or photos. You okay, baby? Any videos or photos for Facebook, advertising purposes, stuff like that. Not for you to take a video of my child crying to send to anybody else.
Right.
I said, oh, well, send me the video so that I can have him evaluated. I'll call pupil appraisal back, the same people who evaluated him for speech, and I'll have him evaluated again, since you think 30 minutes is the max allotted time for a 3-year-old to be able to calm themselves down.
Right.
Send me the video, please, that you took of my son without my permission. I didn't tell her that part without my permission yet. I wanted her to feel comfortable sending me a video. She said, oh, okay. I just have to edit the other kids out first. I was like, I better not see my child's face in that video if you have to edit other people's kids out.
Right.
I said, okay. So I said, if it's not working out, I'd rather know. Because, I'm a very straightforward person. I don't like to beat around the bush. If it's not working out, then I'd rather know now. So what's the amount of time that you guys normally?
Hey, baby.
Good Lord. You happy, huh? I said, what's the amount of time that you guys normally allow the kids to adjust. She said, well, normally 2 weeks, and you know, it's pretty much almost 2 weeks. No, it's not, ma'am. He did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Thursday of the next week. And she said it'll be 2 weeks this week, but you know, I don't see it happening. So after 4 days, not 10 days, which would be a normal 2 weeks of 5 day, you know, a 5 day week. No, she said 4 days was close to 2 weeks, and it just didn't seem like it was working out. Okay, well, fine, I will pull my son.
Right.
I said, well, thank you for telling me, because I definitely don't want him anywhere where he's not welcome. So thank you for letting me know, and I would like the video whenever you get a chance. No hard feelings, I'm pulling my son. If it's not working out, but I definitely want some of that money back.
Yep.
I'm like, okay. She said, okay, well, we can't give the non-refundable registration fee back, but we can refund you for the days that he didn't go. Now, I started him
Second week.
the second week of February, and I paid for the full month. So, yeah, I totally.
And he was already gonna have Mardi Gras week off.
Yeah, Mardi Gras, because
So
we're in Louisiana, so Mardi Gras week, the kids are out of school until Thursday.
Friday.
No, Friday is their field trip. They're out of school until
Xavier
Thursday.
go back Friday. I think he would have.
He goes back Friday, yeah. So Xavier would have gone back on Thursday. Well, Thursday is his teacher in service, so maybe Xavier would have gone back Thursday. I thought he was out the whole week. I think he was out, honestly, because they follow the parish school schedule.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry. Okay, y'all. So that was that. I was upset. I didn't like how I felt about the situation. They agreed to give me some of the money back for the days he didn't go. And I was like, okay, whatever, that's fair. Not really, but I was just ready to be done with it. So the next day, I go in to get his things. I didn't want to bring him, but I didn't want to bother my friend, even though she has a very flexible schedule. She's always like, hey, do you need this? Do you need that when he's gone? So she offered to keep him, but she was already on her way to go and see a client. She's a social worker. She was already on her way to go see a client. And I was like, no, that's okay.
Right.
When she was about to go see one. And my mom was busy. So I was just like, no, that's fine. I'll just bring him. Even though I didn't want to bring him because I knew that that was a bad idea. I was just ready to get it over with. And then I had a hair appointment that day because I needed a good trim. So I went over there. And I had him in the stroller and Brielle in the stroller. And I rolled him in there and I just kind of stopped like down the hall. Because I knew that I was going to go to the teacher's room. And it's like one of those half doors. So I get there and she's like, hey, how is our boy? I'm looking at her like, man, just give me my child stuff. Like, because she was the one who really, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. The director basically threw the teacher under the bus and said that if it were up to her, she would have given him a little more love because he responded very well to, like, somebody just comforting him and, you know, hugging him and stuff like that. But she was like, but I do realize that maybe she just didn't have the time. So basically you threw her under the bus and said that she was not really patient with my son. And that he responded well to you, but you didn't have the time because you were the director. That's what she said. So I get to the window of the class, the little half door, for my child's things. And she's like, how is our boy this morning? He's fine, ma'am. Give me my child's stuff. Like, I didn't do much small talk. I was like, he's good. And, like, I just, you know, I was just done. I was done. Don't worry about how he's doing. He's fine. Because what really pissed me off is, like, he's like, I want to go to school. And I can hear him saying that he wanted to get out and go to school. And I would have to tell my child, no, baby, you're not wanted here. Well, I didn't tell him that, but that's how, you know, come on, man. Like, I really felt some type of way. So, anyway. I get his stuff. I see the director after. Oh, and the teacher. It wasn't just the teacher in the classroom. It was a teacher and 2 other helpers to 11 students, including my child.
Right.
You okay? She's teething, y'all. So anyway, yeah. I didn't really have much conversation with the teacher after that because no, I'm good. He's good. He's fine. He will be fine. See the director and she's like, acting like she wants to have small talk, but oh, she's so busy again because she keeps like rushing. Oh, I want to talk, but I'm sorry. I'll have to text you the details of, the amount and we'll write you a check and da-da-da. But she's always so busy. But when I talked to her the day before and I told her what time I'd be coming, she said I was perfectly fine to talk and discuss the amount of the check and all that, whatever. So she still hadn't sent me the video. And I was like, I would like the video, please. So like I said, she said, she'll get that to me. She just had to edit the other kids out. I was like, okay, fine. So that was Thursday. Friday, I get the video. And I see the video of my child. Sorry about the noise. She's teething. But so I get the video the next day. And what I see is my child sitting on the floor crying while she's filming him. And he's looking at her, the director. She's looking at him, filming her. Are you ready to go, bud? Are you ready to go? Xavier, what's the matter? And he's just looking at her crying, and he's getting more agitated because she's filming him, and he can see her. This lady's not even hiding to film my son. She's in his face. Are you okay? Another lady walks by him, and he's looking around, and nobody's trying to comfort my child. He's on the floor crying. He gets more agitated and kicks his feet, but not kicks at anybody, just kind of kicks his feet on the, while he's sitting down. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, this is what he is getting kicked out of Mother's Day out for? I showed the video to my friend, who's a preschool guidance counselor. She told her boss about the situation. She's the principal at the preschool. I spoke to my friend who's a social worker and who used to work for the school board. I showed someone whose mom is the owner of a daycare, and I spoke to someone at the school board, and everyone agreed that that was normal behavior for a 3-year-old, that none of that warranted, especially first time, that none of that warranted him being kicked out of the program, that these people need training and that they're insane and very impatient. And there was very much a lack of diversity, but I'm not even gonna. He was only chocolate chip. So the thing is, and we didn't know that. We should have looked more into it, but that didn't bother me because it's like Zayden was 2 in his program, and Zayden absolutely loved his program when he was 3. It was a different program, but we never had any issues with that, like any type of seeming like maybe they were not tolerant or because of him. No, they absolutely loved my oldest at his program when he was 3, and he cried too, and they were totally fine. And by the second week, he did amazing. Yep. All that to say, every professional that I spoke to agreed that these people were crazy. I was livid when I saw the video. And the reason we didn't know that there was such a lack of diversity is because the day we went in, everybody was taking a nap. But that probably wouldn't have stopped us anyway because, my oldest, it was the same thing and everything was fine. So, whatever. I kind of heard mixed reviews about that particular campus, but overall good things. So I figured it was fine. I heard things about that particular campus, that church campus. Right. It's like one church, but it's like different areas. So somebody had kind of told me some, I don't know, whatever. That's not important. I'm gonna stick to the topic. So what made me upset was seeing my child sitting on the floor crying and not being comforted. People just kind of walking past him as if, and somebody filming him as if he's a zoo animal. And trying to make it seem like my son's the one with the problem. Ma'am, you're filming your 3-year-old crying and you're not trying to comfort him. And you're wondering why he's not calming down within 30 minutes. Now he's upset. And to say that she wanted to edit the other kids out, my child's face was not edited out when she shared it. It wasn't edited out when I got the video. So I was very upset. So then I let her know. I said, at first I was very calm about the situation. I was going to let it go, even though I did not agree with how it went down. I was very offended that you called me 15 minutes prior to pickup to ask when I was coming to get my son as if he was going there for free. I said, you were calling me by days, I want to say she called me on day 2, but for sure by days 3 and 4. By day 3, and having me on standby with a sick baby. I said, basically telling me to have my son evaluated because almost labeling him because he wouldn't calm down within 30 minutes, yet the substitute said everything was perfectly fine and she had no issues with him whatsoever. And now,
before, right?
yeah. I said, and now you send me this video of my child crying and his face isn't edited out, and I did not give you permission to take that video. I expect a full refund at this point. I expect a full refund. Oh, y'all, I was so mad. I was so mad. It took everything in me not to go over there and like Hulk smash these people. Because I go from 0 to 100. No, I'm sick. Look.
Oh, you say Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. You know I go from 0 to 100, and like that's my child. I wanted to fight. I'm not even lying, but I was not trying to end up on the news. He already works away, and it's just me and these 3 kids, and they need me. Y'all, it took everything I had in me not to go over there and beat the mess out of that teacher and the director for that bull. But I handled it that way. And basically let them know, if you do not give me what I want, it'll definitely cost you more in the long run. So play with me. You play around and see. Because I was about to hit every mom's page and post a video, of course, that I would have edited blocking his face. And then who's to say what's on the unedited parts of that video that they possibly didn't want me to see. I don't believe that he was abused or anything like that, but I do believe ignored. I don't know. I was gonna hit every mom's page. I possibly would have hit the news outlet, and I possibly would have contacted a lawyer if I didn't get my money. It would have cost them more in the long run. So of course, the next day she called me back after that. After speaking with her supervisor, we agree that, yeah, you should have a refund. And, you know, because I basically let them know that's my time and money wasted. And you wasted my child's time. And no, it wasn't a good experience for us. You acted illegally by what you did.
Well, like they didn't give him a chance. Like this, it's not working out. He's crying a lot. He got to go pretty much. I'm like, whoa, like golly. So he's the only child ever in the whole world to ever cry when he goes somewhere new.
And we're not the type of parents that defend our children if they're not behaving.
No, if they misbehaving.
Yeah, he has tantrums.
Yep.
But my friend told me so do the 4-year-olds at her preschool program. And when I showed her the video, she was like, "Girl, that's nothing." Anyway, so that's over and done with, and that's the story about how Xavier, our 3-year-old, got kicked out of a Mother's Day Out program on day 4.
Day 4.
So y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments. I want to know your thoughts, your opinions. How do you feel we handled it? How do you think we should have handled it? Do you think they handled it well? I would love to know. Like I'm very open-minded and I want the feedback. So y'all let us know. You want to see this girl?
Yeah, she being a ballerina or gymnastics or something in that chair. Like she's strapped in.
She's strapped in, but she's trying to get out. And I don't know what's her plan when she gets onto the floor because she can't crawl.
Then when she start crawling out and walking, she's gone. She'll be out. She'll be all over. Cause right now, even taking a bath.
Oh my God.
You told me about she was like your dog do the most when taking a bath.
You can't hold this girl with one hand.
So she was like, come see. So I was telling her, come get a bath. She was kicking like a dolphin or a fish.
They kick?
She was. You know, like one of the animals or so.
Yo, he was gone for like a month. And within a month's time, she's
doing a lot, yeah.
She's doing a lot. That little girl. But sweet baby, I mean. Yeah. Or some of it. I don't want the whole thing. Can you open it?
Alright, give me that.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, so.
Don't show the camera that stuff on the inside.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so y'all, I was very upset. And there was a whole lot more I wanted to do and say. But I wanted to handle it in the best way possible.
Right.
Especially if I had to take legal action. So I handled it in a way that let them know I knew what I was talking about and that I had people on my team who
that you wasn't playing.
knew, and that I wasn't playing with them. Nope.
Cause it was like, man, I was just felt like when she told me, I was like, man, they didn't give you a chance. And like this in the video, I'm like, wow, like they just felt like, and I'm like, the video, like I said, I can see he, I mean, slapping people, trying to talk, like running on, like nothing. He was just literally on the floor, like, and yeah,
he was sitting down, not even laying down having a tantrum, sitting down, crying.
Yep.
and he started doing like this with his feet, not trying to kick her. Like she was like a distance away from him, but still close enough to like he could see her filming him.
Right.
At least if she would have gone, I don't want all of that. You can have some. At least if she would have been somewhere else and been discreet about it and filmed him. It still was wrong without my permission, but at least if she would have been discreet about filming him so where he couldn't see.
Yeah, but being in his face where you can see him looking at her like this, like
crying, upset. And then maybe if she had said, Miss Alexander, I want you to see what's going
in the video.
on.
Right. But
so I'm taking a video to show you. That would have been different if she sent it to me. No, you're gonna send it to somebody else. Like my child crying and nobody comforting him. Yo, that video like hurt my heart. And that made me so mad, y'all. I've grown a lot because old Cal, I'm happy we had our kids at the age we were when we had them. I'm happy we started at we were 27, or I was 27 and you were 26 when we had Zayden. You were almost 27. I'm happy we were in our early 20s. Good look. If I had been 23 when that happened with Xavier, I don't know what I would have done. Like, I've grown a lot.
Kids definitely changing.
They definitely change you.
In a good way. In a good way.
Anyway, y'all.
Yeah, let us know.
I don't want this to be a negative video.
No.
But I had to tell y'all what happened. I had to give y'all the tea on my child got kicked out. So, but even with a bad experience like that, whether or not it was motivated by race or whatever, I don't know. Even with bad experiences like that, it's very hard for me to like look at an entire race and be like, see, I don't like them because for every bad person of a different race, I always meet like way more good.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like races, like that's a choice. It's an ignorant choice, and it's definitely a choice because that looks so gross. It's a choice because it's too many good people in this world for you to generalize an entire race. So she definitely won't change my mind about how I feel about people because look, I have amazing people in my corner that are white, black, Asian, Hispanic. So one monkey don't stop no show. It's what it is. I mean, it's the South, and people do act stupid, and it's not just in the South; it's everywhere. But they learned that day you're not gonna play with the Alexander's children because we coming for you, and we coming for your neck if need be. That was so good. Right. My neck. Anyway, so yeah, that concludes our story.
Yeah, that was crazy. We have so many stories, guys. That was just like a current. Like
that just happened.
Really just happened.
Like last week. Yeah.
We got so many. We're definitely putting on our stories.
I hope I was speaking loud enough. I really don't talk that loud, but I tried to. We need to get we need to get a mic. So yeah, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's trying to get out of here. Wish I could see she's trying to do a backflip out.
Yo, I barely even touched my cane sauce. That's how good this sauce is. I know that Blove does not need any promotion, but you know, she has her following. But I'm not trying to overhype this, but it's good.
Really?
When I first tried it, I was like, but then we let it sit. We let it rest a while, and then I really liked it. And then I was mixing, like it was the same day. I really liked it. And then like before we set this up, I tasted it again, and I was like, ooh, it's so much. It's even better once it sits. Once it's frozen and defrosted and all that. It was just good.
Oh, Brielle.
So for anybody that might be on the fence, I'm telling you, just let that seasoning sit for a while. Let it rest, and then come back.
And like she said in her video, she lets you do it up to you. You know, you want to put less this, more of that.
It sounds like we're advertising. I promise we're not clout chasing. That's just our honest opinion. Like, this is good. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't even have it on there.
That's how we. If we don't like it, be like, nah.
We wouldn't even. Yeah. We don't get down like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like I said in the comments, you guys let us know what you think about that situation. Like it was crazy. I mean, if any of you guys had the same, situation or something similar.
I mean, I definitely learned a lesson, and we're gonna go and tour some more schools, and I think the next experience will be a good one. Yeah. And we're gonna pray over our child. I said my child. We're gonna pray over our child, and I know the next experience will be better.
Yep, I agree with that. You got all our kids, like you said, we got great things coming.
Mm-hmm. Not to brag, but our babies are smart. So, I know that they'll do well in life. That looks so good.
I'm about tapped out though, I ain't lying. True, that tank almost full.
Yeah, cane sauce is basically like what we call what we call crawfish dip.
So good, make you talk now.
I guess mayo, ketchup, and I don't know what else, but we use this to dip our crawfish in sometimes. And like,
oh, my dad was gonna bring up. We gotta do crawfish. It's a must.
I had crawfish for Valentine's Day, man. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, I told her I was like, get whatever you want. I knew it was gonna be that. Either that or half shell. No, I knew it was gonna be either half shell oyster, Zias, or crawfish. Not actual oysters. I've never eaten an oyster other than when I was a child. I tried fried oysters, and I didn't like it. As an adult, I've never tried oysters, but I would like to. No, I don't. I don't know. I can't get past how it looks. One day I'll try it though. One day I'll try it. Maybe broiled. I can't get it. They say it's good, but I don't know. I can't either. I don't know. The texture. I know, that's my thing. People have it like it's something like this. It's just I don't know.
I want to try the medium sauce too. We gotta order the medium one just to see the difference. The spicy one is. I'm talking about Blove sauce right now. Yeah. I'm talking about the ordering the medium since we got the spicy pack. But yeah. So anyway. So CJ will be in for a month. He was gone for a month. He will be home for a month because he still had some vacation time from when Brielle was born, or baby bonding time, not vacation. So we will be shooting a lot of videos. We're trying to get this channel popping, and our other channel. If you're from our other channel, hey y'all, hey. You'll probably order because a lot of our friends do not know about this channel or our other channel, and that's fine. We'll tell them later on once it's really popping. Like once it gets where we want to get it, then we'll start to share. Because sometimes when you share too early, like our friends know, but like people in our hometown don't know. Right. And we like it that way. Because sometimes your biggest supporters are people sometimes that don't even know you. So.
Oh yeah, I'm full. I'm done after this.
I can keep going because I talked most of the time. You were eating.
I know. I'm tapped.
All right, y'all. Well, we're not gonna push it too much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for listening to our story. Right. We love y'all for checking us out and for taking the time to watch our video, and for all of the love and support, especially on our other channel. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. Definitely. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.